Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend.
And I'm James, your black friend. I'm going to be with you shortly. My son decided to have a blowout right before we went on.
Okay, all right. Well, you have fun with that, and I guess I'll.
So I'll be right back.
All right. So that date down there is not correct. It's actually here. Let's update this little thing down here. It is 312 days until our Bahamas cruise. Um, can scan that QR code if you're interested in joining us on our Bahamas cruise. It's going to be a lot of fun on the Norwegian Dawn out of Jacksonville in March. But I'm going to dive on into what I'm planning to eat tonight because if I wait too long, I might not be able to enjoy it. So while we wait for James to take care of a dirty diaper, I will say I've already had this item before, but I wanted to share it here because one, its name, and two, it's very delicious. And that is a Fat Boy ice cream sandwich, cookies and cream ice cream. This is the Fat and Black connection, so it is very apropos to have a Fat Boy ice cream sandwich. So I will be enjoying that. And yeah, so how y'all been? Hope you're doing well. If you are watching, please feel free to engage because it is hard to do a show by myself when normally I have at least somewhat of a sounding board. Not that James is the best at that, but now I will say the cookies and cream ice cream here, it's not really, in my opinion, it's not very much cookies and cream. It's more cookie broke up into vanilla ice cream. Cookies and cream generally has more of that cream kind of flavor, as if you would have like a Oreo, the cream that you have in there. But this tastes more like vanilla ice cream with some cookies broken up into it. So it's not bad. It's just I would prefer if it had that true kind of cream flavor. But it is a good amount of ice cream packed within that ice cream sandwich. So we are live, or I am live. It is May 13th, 2026, 8:06 p.m. And just before we came on the air, James and I, we were talking about a major event that's coming up later this year that we'd previously talked about here on this show. We announced it here on this show. But there have been some really big, massive changes to that show since the last time we really talked about it. And that's part of why we haven't really talked about it on here, is because we knew some changes were likely coming down the pike. And so we wanted to, make sure that before we really talked about it again, that we kind of had all of our ducks in a row, if you will. So, with that being said, I'm going to, this is going to be the first place you're hearing this, just so that we're all kind of on the same page, if you will. This is the updated press release for this event that we will be pushing out publicly here in the very near. Did we go off the air? Am I still here? James, are you back? Hello? Are you there?
Oh. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, they still make those?
Cookies and cream.
Nice.
So how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, he just fun times. Anyways, I'm gonna have to clean that up. Good thing this thing comes off and I can throw it in the wash after.
Oh, is there doo-doo everywhere?
It's at least it's just in the bouncer. It was, Like I don't know how, but he blew out. He literally just blew out, and then it was like it was one poop, but it just blew out the side, and I'm like, bro, what? So groovy, good times. He's he's become now very famous for blowouts at this point. He had one right before we were going to lunch with everybody, and
Who is everybody?
so Tianka, her parents, brother, sister-in-law, and my brother, and she was feeding him out in the parking lot before we went in, so he wouldn't, and then all of a sudden, just boom, on in what he was wearing. So I had to take him into the bathroom, and that was just a yeah, I had to take him into the bathroom over at BJ's. So get that cleaned up. That was fun.
Big family meal at BJ's.
Yeah.
Good time. So why are you putting on gloves?
Because it's in this bouncer thing, and the less I can get it on my hands, the better.
Gotcha. So what you're saying is right now while we're doing the show, you're cleaning up poo?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I guess that likely means you don't have anything to eat or drink right now.
Not right now. I'm gonna go. I was my mint, like right before we started. I was going downstairs. I was about to head downstairs to go grab it and get him changed real quick because I didn't think. And then all of a sudden I saw what happened, and I was like, "Oh, that's fun." So, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, while you were away, I was discussing with the audience that we had earlier this year announced a major event coming up later this year,
Right?
but that since the last time we really talked about it on here, some major things have changed. And part of the reason we really haven't talked about it in a while is we wanted to get all those things kind of finalized before we talked about it anymore, because we knew some massive changes were coming.
Right.
So I do right here and now have the tentative press release that we will be pushing out here before the end of this week. And I'm going to go ahead and share that. I'm going to read it.
Let's do it.
So by all means, if there's something you want to speak on, please feel free to stop me. But,
for sure. Yeah, I got you.
So, of course, it is a press release. So there is some formatting for people that's like, oh, why is he saying that again? It's a press release. So, for immediate release, C4 Carson City Card Con announces new dates, new venue, Visit Carson City partnership, and major special guest, Emily Bauer. Carson City, Nevada, C4 Carson City Card Con is officially leveling up. Organizers have announced that the highly anticipated trading card game and pop culture convention will now take place Saturday, November 7th and Sunday, November 8th, 2026 at the Multi-Purpose Athletic Center, also known as the MAC, located at 1860 Russell Way, Carson City, Nevada, 89701. The move to the MAC marks a major step forward for C4, giving the first-year event the space and flexibility needed to deliver a larger, more dynamic convention experience for attendees, vendors, competitors, families, collectors, gamers, and special guests. The updated venue will allow C4 to better support its growing lineup of trading card game tournaments, vendors, artists, e-gaming attractions, stage programming, cosplay, and community-focused entertainment throughout the weekend. C4 is also proud to announce an official partnership with Visit Carson City for the 2026 event. This partnership supports C4's goals of building a destination-style convention that brings visitors into Carson City from across northern Nevada and the surrounding region, while also creating a fun, accessible event for local families, collectors, gamers, and pop culture fans. Major special guest announcement. Emily Bauer comes to C4. One of the biggest announcements for the inaugural C4 Carson City Card Con convention, organizers are thrilled to welcome acclaimed voice actor Emily Bauer as a featured special guest for the 2026 event. Bauer is a beloved voice talent whose work has been heard across anime, animation, video games, audiobooks, and some of the most recognizable fan favorite franchises in pop culture. She is especially known to Pokemon fans as the voice of Dawn, one of the franchise's most memorable companions, as well as Cynthia, Officer Jenny, and other characters throughout the Pokemon animated universe. Her credits also include work connected to Yu-Gi-Oh!, including Zuzu Boyle in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, along with roles and performances tied to Clifford, Wally Kazam, and other major animated projects. Her appearance at C4 gives fans a rare opportunity to meet a voice actor connected to multiple generations of animation, anime, and trading card game culture. For an event built around trading card games, collectors, tournaments, families, and pop culture fandom, Bauer's appearance is a major addition. Pokemon has been one of the defining brands in trading cards, anime, gaming, and global fandom for decades, and bringing one of its most recognizable voice talents to Carson City helps position C4 as more than a tournament weekend. It establishes the event as a true fan convention experience. Having Emily Bauer join us for the first C4 is huge, said Mark Helton, CEO of 97 and Now Productions and co-organizer of C4. She connects directly to the heart of what so many of our attendees love: Pokemon, anime, trading cards, animation, and pop culture. This is exactly the kind of announcement that shows what we want C4 to become: a major annual event for Carson City and the surrounding region. Bauer is expected to appear during the convention weekend for fan interactions, with additional details regarding appearances, autograph opportunities, photo opportunities, panels, and schedule information to be announced as the event approaches. A full convention experience, tournaments, vendors, cosplay, e-gaming, and more. Organized by 97 Now Productions in collaboration with Cobalt's Caravan, C4 will feature trading card game tournaments, vendors, artists, exhibitors, blah, blah, blah. The event is designed to serve both competitive TCG players and general convention attendees, creating a weekend that blends tournament energy with a full pop culture convention atmosphere. A major part of the expanded convention experience will be the C4 e-gaming area, operated by Buskun Asakai Services, also known publicly as Buscon Arcade. The e-gaming area will bring an arcade-style experience to the convention floor, giving attendees the chance to step away from the card tables and dive into rhythm games, specialty arcade machines, pinball, retro gaming, and unique interactive gaming experiences. Planned e-gaming and arcade attractions include Groove Coaster, Dance Dance Revolution, Starwing Paradox, Musica, pinball, and classic arcade cabinets. This edition helps make C4 a true all-day convention experience, creating something for competitive players, casual attendees, families, gamers, anime fans, collectors, and pop culture audiences alike.
Cool.
Yes, tournament details, vendor announcements, programming, ticket information, and schedule updates will be released as the event approaches. Vendors that are interested in participating should reach out to us at Eventity, yada, 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 yada. So, leveling up, my friend.
Boop, 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 boop.
We've got a much larger space.
Yeah.
We've got a very large headliner for our first guest announcement.
Yeah, that's dope. That's really cool.
Yeah. I didn't personally watch Pokemon really all that much. I think I've seen maybe an episode or two.
No, I used to watch it quite often. So I mean, I do remember Dawn, but like I think that was I can't remember. I think I might have stopped watching like right around that time. If it's who I think it is, and she had a brother and stuff like that. I think that's who that was. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool that, she offers Jenny, of course, was, throughout the series. I don't know the other characters, but, and I don't know the Yu-Gi-Oh one either, but I watched the original Yu-Gi-Oh. The Yu-Gi-Oh you're talking about, maybe it was just in Japan, but that Yu-Gi-Oh sounds like after like the main, when it changed to like Yu-Gi-Oh 5G or whatever it was.
Arc V5?
Yeah, I think that was after I stopped watching.
So we talked about the floor plan, right, being upgrading for the size, right? So this is not like set, but this is kind of what we're looking at right now from a floor plan perspective. So this area down here is not really all that important, except for this is going to be the entrance. There's going to be a desk here where we might set up for, getting wristbands, stuff like that. But this is the main entrance. And this is up here is the event space. So lots of space. You can see there's this whole section for tournaments, this whole e-gaming section. Literally 150-ish booths for vendors and exhibitors and special guests. This area down here will be set up for seating for the stage, which is where we'll have cosplay or panels for interviews, things of that nature. So this thing's going to be huge. The nice thing is it's all in one floor. It's very much a very open space kind of feel. There will be a curtain wall, if you will, that's going to be kind of a partition to separate for the e-gaming, because one of the things that we did want to offer is the opportunity for people who just want to come and play in the tournaments that don't necessarily want to come to the con. They can do that. And so they don't necessarily have to participate in the rest, but that's also why we have the separation is if you're just coming to play in the tournaments, cool, go to town, have fun, participate. And if you're coming to watch the tournaments, you could do that too. There will be space set aside for people to enjoy that. If you've got buddies that are competing, but if you want to participate in the whole thing, you'll be able to pass back and forth between the two areas. But we did want to have it separated, as well as put up a little wall so it kind of dampens some of the sound coming through for the e-game for the tournament area, so it's not super loud.
Yeah, you come do the whole thing though.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And also, we did just discuss the date change, moving it back to November from September. Big reason for that is too much was going on. Nothing's going
Very
on
true.
when we're going up. So,
Very true.
It'll be nice. It's closer to winter, but generally in early November, there's not many weather issues up here. So I'm looking forward to that time of the year. You'll be coming up, right?
I will.
By yourself, or are you bringing the family?
No, it'll just be me this time. It'll just be me.
That's not bad. Will you be coming up a couple days early, or what are you thinking?
Probably like at least maybe a day or two before, because that's Friday. So I mean, probably if anything, maybe I'll come in like Wednesday.
That'd be good, because Thursday we'll need to go to storage and load up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be exciting times. I'm excited to get that press release out and share it, and really start aggressively pushing marketing the event and everything, because I hadn't been, because we knew changes were coming, and so it was like, okay, let's wait until all this is locked in.
Yeah, makes total sense.
But we're still over 6 months out.
Yeah.
From today. So I'm sorry, that's a lie. No, we're 1 week less than 6 months.
Okay.
So, but yeah, how have you been? What have you been up to for the last week? Anything fun and or exciting?
No, let's see. We went to go see Mike. I think I talked about that. Yeah, I think I went to go see Michael.
Yes, that was last
week. Okay, so we went to go see. We did that. I start my PPL this week.
So this is your basically FMLA or paid paternal leave, or whatever?
Paid parental leave. Yeah. So I start that on Friday. But actually, I picked up a shift on next Tuesday to help one of the girls out at work. So
do you get paid double, or does that just extend your?
No, that's so basically. So that's just so I can't. So if I pick up any, let me stop. Rewind. Stop. Okay. So with my leave, I'm not turning in my badges. So if I was going and I did not plan on coming back till I'm done, then I would have to turn in my badges. But my plan is, so to avoid having to do return to duty work, duty shifts, I'm just going to go in. I got to go in once pretty much every just 30 days.
Okay.
So I'm knocking this one out. And so basically on next Tuesday, then I will be, and then I'm good for about,
the 30-day clock starts again.
Yeah. So it'll be like 20 something days. I'll look at another, like probably like a Saturday or Sunday, to when
so that way
girlfriend's off.
Yeah.
And so so if I do a Saturday or Sunday, I have to go in the morning. I'd have to do a morning shift. Either that or I'd have to do it during the week, which makes it a little bit more difficult because then I have to call his grandmother and see if she can come and watch him, and which probably wouldn't be an issue. But if I can just do like an early shift on like a Sunday, get that Sunday diff, and then it would,
well, and it doesn't matter how long the shift is, right? Like you don't have to do a 10-hour shift.
No. I would just, if I can pick up an overtime shift that doesn't collide with my hours. So my normal hours are Friday to Monday, 11:30 to 10, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. So if I can pick up a shift earlier than my shift or after my shift. So like there are some people that work the third shift that don't want to work the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So if like, let's say they're going to go, I take their I come in at 10 and I work till 2, I can do that. Or I could come in at like 4 and work till like 8. I did ask, have been some shifts that are like 8 to 12, but because that falls in that time when I would be working, it's not allowed.
See, that's weird to me. Like, why does that matter?
Because they're paying me, I guess, for the hours that I would work.
No, they're paying you for the hours, not for the time. Like, so that's where like this sounds like bureaucracy at its finest, right? Like,
yeah, 100%.
If you're on leave, you're on leave. It doesn't matter whether your shift was 8 to 5, 10. I'm paying you for 40 hours, regardless of what hours those are, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it's like weird to me. It sounds like they're just trying to make it difficult, frankly.
It's government work. Of course, it's going to be difficult.
So as long as you clock in, so to speak, for at least an hour every 30 days, you're good.
But yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know if it's just an hour.
So do you now get to get paid for doing the choir stuff?
No, because the choir is pretty much done. We might be getting going again, but I've heard rumors. But ever since we had the incident, and then we were supposed to get back to it, but when we had the shutdowns, and then we would open back up, and then we had another shutdown, and so it was just everything. It was always kind of up in the air. So we've been done for a little while, but I mean, like I said, I heard a rumor that we were gonna maybe get back together again, but I don't know.
Hearsay.
Yeah, it's all nothing is concrete, if you will.
But ultimately, you go in, regardless length of shift, you go in for an hour, 4 hours, 8 hours, whatever.
Yeah. And
as long as you do that once every 30 days.
Yeah. Then does
that mean that you also, so do you get additional pay then?
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be basically
on top of the 40 that they're already giving you.
So on top of the 40, it's extra. This is just basically kind of extra.
That's weird to me. In my opinion,
money.
Like it would make a whole lot more sense for you to it be a shift work.
Yeah, that would that would make more sense. And
yeah, why would we pay you overtime? That makes less sense to me.
Listen, I'm still actually. I contacted one of the lead stewards that we have for the union, and because I've gotten multiple different answers, and none of the answers have been very sufficient. So, remember how we talked about how the overtime thing works, and it's just like it's goofy. I sent her that message, and she said, "Oh, you know what? I just talked about that with the FSDs and stuff like that." And so,
what is FSD?
I don't even remember. Some director. Basically, they're the head of our airport. And actually, I think the ones that we have here are also in charge of Reno and Elko, I believe.
Elko?
Yeah. I believe they're in charge of they just have the entire state.
I didn't realize Elko's airport was large enough to
It's not. It's just that it's because they still fall under.
I mean, there's an airport in Carson City. There's an airport in
No. Sorry. Like those private airports, right?
Yeah, but I didn't realize Elko's airport wasn't private. Like,
no, Elko's airport is federal.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like when you go in, like if you were to work with us down, or if you were work up there, you could look on and see like basically it covers LAS, RNO, and ELK.
I'm kind of like dumbfounded because I've been to Elko.
Literally, I think they have a flight or two.
I'm looking at it right now, and it's one runway.
Yeah, it's literally like they have like a flight.
But there are TSA agents staffed there.
It's probably minimal. Like there's probably only like maybe a handful.
Okay.
Yeah, and they literally, I think they work like the couple hours before the flight, a couple hours before the flight, and a couple hours after the flight leaves, and that's it. From what I understand, like don't quote me on that. That's just
I'm on the Elko Regional Airport website right now, and I can see that it says TSA pre-check, which clearly indicates there must be pre-check there.
I could only imagine there being like a lane or two, maybe 2 lanes inside. I can't imagine a whole lot goes on in there. Can't imagine there being like a restaurant, maybe a bar. I don't know. Like,
I'm like trying to see services and amenities.
I feel like Elko is one of those ones where you actually have to walk out on the runway to use the stairs to get on a plane.
They have a cafe restaurant.
Okay.
That's it. They have free Wi-Fi.
Oh, nice.
Looks like they have an Avis and Enterprise.
Okay.
Which is owned by the same company. So
right. So it's Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that part.
Let's see. Flight info. It looks like only Delta flies in there.
Okay.
And it literally won't show me any of the flights that are there.
Yeah.
Like I'd have to do a search on Delta.
Yeah, because I could literally, like I said, I think there's like a flight that comes in and a flight that leaves, and it might be the same exact plane.
I don't understand. Okay, I'm just gonna drop it because that's just gonna bug me.
You're about to go down a rabbit hole, weren't you?
I got to stop because it doesn't matter. I'm more thinking it's some kind of like financial scam because, like, really one runway, looks like maybe 1-2 gates at most.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's Brazil or we're doing both South America ones, right?
Yes.
All right, let me open this up. Don't worry, I washed my hands a little bit earlier, and then that's why I put the gloves on.
Did you say you washed your hands a little bit?
I washed my hands earlier, a little bit earlier. That's what I was saying. These are Lay's Brazilian style garlic sauce.
So is it going to taste like mayo?
Wow, that's actually pretty tasty.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like a creamy. You can taste kind of a creamy, almost actually weird part. Almost tastes like sour cream because it almost tastes like mashed potatoes. Yeah, that's actually what it tastes like. It kind of tastes like mashed potatoes, but it's like it's got that good garlic taste. It's not like super overpowering, and it's you can taste kind of almost the creaminess of it. And these ones already I like these more than I did like those. I didn't like them as much, but the Argentinian steak ones, those are okay. But these are way better than those right now.
Unlike last week.
Mm-hmm. Hey, give me a second. I do have a drink that I want to try because I bought it specifically to try on the show. I need to go grab that real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I guess it's just me again. So, hi everyone. So we were talking earlier at the top of the show about the cruise that's coming, and I was doing some further research on Jacksonville to see what there is to do in the area, specifically around the port, because I, wanted to look for a hotel and kind of plan, thinking ahead, and there is nothing to do near that port. There, obviously, Jacksonville, it's a major metropolitan. There are things to do in Jacksonville, but the port is kind of so removed, and it says it's Jacksonville, but it's really like a unincorporated subsidiary area. So it's kind of like, okay, you can either stay in Jacksonville and then I guess, figure out how you're going to get to the ship, which you have to do regardless, even if you stay closer. But any of the hotels that are close to the port, they're not even the best, but they are cheaper, but there is nothing nearby. Welcome back.
Hey. Who are you talking about? Where to stay?
Potentially, yeah. Oh, you got a boombox.
Yeah, beatbox. I wanted to try one of these because I keep seeing them, and I was like, "Oh, they contain alcohol." And this says on here, this is a pink lemonade flavor. I have one more flavor. I'll try that next week. But contains alcohol. World's tastiest lemonade. Best served chilled. I've had it in the fridge for a few hours now. So, but yeah, 11.1% by volume. So 500 milliliters. So anyways, let's give this shit a try. I'm guessing you're meant to pour this out or something.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember. I had one of those on the show. Not that flavor, but a different one.
Yeah. So anyway, let's try it out. Not bad.
Not good.
Like, I probably won't buy it again. But yeah, I mean, for what it is, I'm okay with it.
Fair enough.
It is kind of, it's a little strong though. I will give them that.
See, maybe it's just that flavor. I don't remember the one that I had being strong.
Maybe it might just be the flavor because I have this one, and then next week I'll try the fruit punch one next week.
I grabbed some Jumex. So I just finished drinking the strawberry, and I will say the strawberry, I drank it first this time, and it didn't taste as off as it did a couple weeks ago when I So I don't know if it was just by comparison it was bad, but yeah, I'm not saying it was amazing this go round, but it definitely was
Was it?
better.
Yeah, so it was like it wasn't. It still wasn't as sweet as you thought it was going to be, but maybe it's because you had the other ones in the lingering still.
Yeah, so I'm drinking mango now.
Mango.
So released yesterday,
Yeah.
Punisher,
Yeah.
One Last Kill.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I was kind of disappointed.
Okay, that's a good way I think of putting it. I not to be a hater. I was very disappointed as well. It was sold as this is going to be the longest, so it was like, oh, okay, this thing's probably going to be like an hour 15 maybe, right? And
Right.
it was like 42 minutes.
And then, but it didn't resolve anything.
No, and it really didn't explain anything.
It got us set up. Like
For
about
what?
and like
For what? For Spider-Man?
no. So I'm saying like this is what I'm saying. This it got us from this point when he's kind of broken. He's gonna give everything up, and then he kind of just is like letting everything go. He doesn't care.
But when was this?
That's like at the very beginning.
No. What I'm saying is,
oh, when does this take place?
Yeah,
that's a great question too.
Is this after Daredevil season 2?
Right. So we don't. Yeah, exactly. So there's nothing that tells us when this takes place.
Because clearly by the end of this thing, spoiler, it looks like he is ready to go for Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Right.
Okay.
But
so
the leading up to that whole thing is that he has Angela from Who's the Boss comes and basically tells him that she's sending everybody after him. And then what kind of pissed me off,
we had a little bit of stuff before then.
Right. We had a little bit of stuff, and then him fighting with
inner demons, which I'm still unclear as to.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out is I can't remember the guy's name. If he's dead, the army buddy that he had that was doing the support group with veterans. So I can't tell if that guy it seems like he died or something, and it's not. And so there's a bunch of so he has these little he's fighting these
splits
ghost. And I said, I was talking to my brother, I was like, yo, I thought he was good after the end of the series, end of Punisher. I thought he was good, and then he had taken out everybody that kind of had to do with his family, and he took out so yeah, I thought all that was squashed. I thought everything was good, and then for him to be in this spot. And then the whole thing with them coming in and just raiding an apartment building where he lives, bro, what? These people had nothing to do with it. But again, that was just it was basically just kill after kill after kill. I was like, man, Punisher won 150 kills.
It was 30 out of the 42 minutes, 30 minutes of it was this just massive fight scene.
Yeah. And then the whole thing was, so he gets on the street and he sees the
Tony Danza.
Yeah. He sees her driving off. And then, somebody's not happy. Let me close this door. So when she comes back up, she's not all. Okay. He probably just needs. He's probably still. But anyways, yeah, we see her drive off, and he's torn because he wants to get her, but he wants to go help the dude at the coffee shop. Mm-hmm. So he gave
him something earlier,
Right, gave him coffee earlier because the other guy, there was a guy that was going crazy in the shop, and plus he has a daughter that kind of reminds me of his daughter. So he goes to help that guy, kills everybody in there, plus like that were like raiding the shop, holding them hostage or whatever, as well as like some other dude that came out of nowhere, and he kills him with a pin. That was insane.
Many stabs.
Yeah, with a Bic. I mean, so if this isn't an advertisement for like you can be safe with a Bic, like I don't know what it is. I don't even know if it was a Bic, so that's just out of context. But anyways, but yeah, and then like she gives him a little gift, and he goes and puts it at the gravesite. Earlier, he dropped a key there. He picks that back up, and then we go to, I'm guessing, a couple days later, and the homeless dude, or the dude that was in the beginning of the movie who got his dog killed, this guy is about to beat another dude,
and his hat took.
Right, and his hat. He's about to swing on some older gentleman who's going to pick up, I guess, his daughter or somebody, or from the train station, and he stops that, and then that's kind of how it ends. And I was like, huh?
We had Tyrus checking in. Good evening, Tyrus. So also, was there a reason Karen needed to be in it?
Well, she was kind of like in the other episode, in the early season. I think it was like the early season of Punisher. Was that season 1 of Punisher?
I think so.
Yeah, she was kind of an integral part, because she was like his lawyer or something, yeah. So I think that's why she was there, and she's always kind of been. She was more of a voice of reason for him,
but she wasn't in this. Like in this, she was very hostile, aggressive. Like
it was because it was an inner character being formed.
Sure. Okay.
That's what that was. That was not. Yeah, she wasn't. She wasn't there. She was.
I am so confused by this whole thing. The only thing I can think is that it's setting up a Who's the Boss reunion, and that this is going to take place in Spider-Man Brand New Day, where Angela and Tony are going to get together, and what's her bucket's going to come back
from the grave.
She did.
Oh no! Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I wasn't talking about.
You're talking about Alyssa Milano.
I wasn't talking about Mona.
I thought you were talking about Mona. Yeah.
No. What's her name?
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah. She's still alive, right?
Yeah, she's very much alive.
I didn't realize. I don't even know the actress's name. I feel bad that Angela was still alive.
You know what? I hadn't,
or acting for that matter.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her in since Who's the Boss went off.
Yeah, so. I saw her and it took me a minute. Like I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, "Who the hell?"
No, I looked at it. Took me a second too, and I was like, "Angela."
Well, because she got black hair, and it was I think it was the scene with her son in the car that made me realize, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I realized it was her when she was. I realized it was her like a couple of seconds after she started talking. I was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "Angela."
No, it took me a minute, but I don't get the point.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like Punisher's never been one of my favorite characters. I think he serves a purpose. I think he, he's kind of the bad A that, the heroes want to be, but they don't kill, right? Generally. And so he's the guy that doesn't give a dang. He'll go kill everyone and their mom. Or evidently not the mom, and he should have, because that's why he was in this predicament.
Right, because apparently he doesn't really kill women, apparently, but he needs to at that point.
Yeah. Well,
I personally thought that was going to be the one last kill.
Yeah, except it wasn't one last kill; it was many.
No, I'm saying I thought, as far as like one last kill, I thought that was going to be her.
Because it would make sense, because she was the last one of the family remaining.
Right. And so, like, the entire time, this whole thing is going on. I'm thinking, cool, all right, it's going to continue. And then the whole thing, after he's decided, okay, fine, I'm coming back. He takes this, like, hurts this little dude, and then goes to black screen, and I'm like, wait, what? Huh?
Yeah, I was thinking certainly there's going to be a post-credit scene. No,
Nothing. Like, huh? Why would you do this to me?
to get you to watch Spider-Man, and it doesn't even.
I was going to go see Spider-Man regardless.
Yeah, and if I hadn't already known that he was going to be in it, if I hadn't seen a trailer or anything like that, this doesn't in any way help to set that up. Mm-mm. So I'm like, unless, and here's the thing,
right?
Be
a new series.
Thinking less series. So we know that in the new Spider-Man film, there's
Brand New Day.
Huh?
Brand New Day.
Yes. That in Brand New Day, there is the hand is in it for some reason, but we don't know why, right? Weren't they taken care of in the Defenders and all throughout basically that original kind of?
Apparently not. Oh, that's what. Well, apparently Daredevil 3 is being greenlit, like we talked about, I believe.
Yeah, it has to be,
but it's apparently going to be more. It seems like it might be more Defenders,
which makes sense. We've already got 3/4 of them reintroduced,
right?
So we might as well just get Danny Rand back, and there we go.
You can replace Danny Rand for all I care, but I mean,
I did not love the guy that played him, but I think the character. You need to have Iron Fist. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, yeah, it was just like that was like my least favorite show.
I would agree. I think that show was not well done. And I think, but I also don't know how much of that was the actor versus what he was given.
Right. You know what I mean? I'm just saying in general, that was not my favorite show. I love Jessica Jones. Well, the first 2 seasons. Or was it 3 seasons? I can't remember. Was it 3 seasons?
I think it was 2, and the first season was.
I like season 1. Season 2 kind of went off the rails. I like Luke Cage season 1. Season 2 again also went off the rails.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist was only one season, and I did enjoy the Defenders, and I did enjoy the Punisher series as well.
And that was 2 seasons, wasn't it?
Yeah. Punisher was 2 seasons as well.
So, they've already had a really solid run over at Netflix, and it does seem, I'm guessing, but at this point, that it is fully canon.
Yeah, it has to be because
the only thing that seems to not be canon about any of those characters is She-Hulk.
Right.
And even that hasn't been fully said that it's not.
Right.
So I don't know. I was very disappointed with this thing. I think maybe there was a total of like 200 words of dialogue in this thing, most of which was in one scene between him and Angela.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of get him.
Yeah, I don't count that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I want them to come out with a version. I need I want a Punisher kill count in the corner. Yeah.
It just makes me wonder if like he's not going to kill in Spider-Man. If this was meant, the name is meant to be. This is the last time you're going to actually see him kill.
I think maybe that could be it. That's a solid guess. I think the whole thing with in the trailer you see Peter come through the windshield and kick him and take him out the back of the truck with the while in the seat still. He's like, "Go home, Frank." So he obviously knows who he is. So,
I mean, the whole city knows who Frank Castle is.
Right. Well, yeah, they have to because he's the Punisher. But
yeah, so it's not. I mean, that's not terribly surprising, right?
Yeah, so it's just,
and I'm sure there's going to be some preamble between the two of them. That's not going to be the first scene with him. But the only thing I can envision is that maybe the hand is now being controlled by Angela, and that she's going to serve some kind of major role in Brand New Day.
I could see that. I mean, that would make kind of sense.
If Punisher doesn't kill, I don't see what his point is. He's not super smart. He doesn't have any superpowers. He's not wealthy. So I don't know what he brings to the table if he's not killing. Again, I hate to say it like that, but I mean, it's just a reality. Like, what is the point of Punisher? It's like if you had a Deadpool film that wasn't rated R, it wouldn't be Deadpool.
Well, they did do that. They did that Once Upon a Deadpool. That was trying to do. They released it. It didn't do well at all, but it was a PG-13 cut of the original movie because they wanted to see if they could pull it off or if it could be done. It didn't, but it didn't do well because it cut a lot out. And like I said, they just tried to do a PG-13 cut to see if it could actually be in the MCU, which they've now realized just leave it R. It'll fit in. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to have kids at every single superhero film.
Right.
You know, you can have the Punisher films and the Deadpool films, and
they'll do it. And actually, hell, even the Deadpool film is in its own universe. Technically. They're in a different universe.
They were, you're right, but likely not to be soon.
Well, yeah.
Because it is very likely that what we're going to see happening in Doomsday is at least three Earths colliding, 616, 828, and Deadpool's, which 10,000, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah.
So it is more likely than not that we're going to have those three universes colliding, at least those three. What I'm more curious to see is how they handled Deadpool in that kind of ensemble situation. Because last I checked, Doomsday hasn't been rated yet.
Yeah, he'll probably make some kind of joke. He'll probably end up making some kind of joke where he has to tone it down.
Maybe because you can only get away with 2 Fs in a rated R film, and you can't really have all the blood that you would normally have.
Right.
So my gut.
Wait, you can get away with 2 Fs in a PG-13 film?
Yes.
You said in an R film, and I was like, wait.
Yes, I'm sorry. To avoid getting rated R, you can do 2 Fs.
Oh well. Drop them once at the beginning, drop once at the end.
Well, and that's the other thing, right? Like, if you're going to do it at all in with the character, you might as well go all out. Like, having him do it once or twice throughout the course of a PG-13 film, and not having him be violent and aggressive and everything, like, I think will detract from the character. I'm sure the Russos, if anyone, can do it right.
Yeah, like I said, you just make it. If you do it, make it a joke. Make it kind of this on-running gag that, you know.
I guess we'll see. Of course, if Doomsday comes out and it's announced rated R,
then we know. Yeah, but I mean, if you've grown up with these films, you're probably old enough to see an R-rated film now.
Well, yeah, I mean, Daredevil came out, or I'm sorry, Iron Man came out in 2008.
Yeah.
2007, 2008, somewhere in there. So we're almost 20 years into the MCU.
So, I mean, if you've grown up with these films, you're old enough to see an R-rated film right now.
Well, and realistically, if you grew up with at the start and you saw Iron Man in the theater, you were hopefully a teenager or preteen, maybe like 10, 11, 12, hopefully no younger than 10, hopefully. So certainly by now you're in your late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. So yeah.
Um,
So I remember, we've seen all of them, the good, bad, and the ugly. Like, so
yeah, and I have seen every single one in the theater since, because there were two I didn't see in the theater. I did not see Incredible Hulk in the theater,
mhm.
and I did not see Captain America in the theater.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I've
No,
seen the other one.
I saw the original 4, like Iron Man. No, I'm sorry, the original 5. So it was Iron Man.
Well, you saw that in one screen, but did you see
No. I
the
saw them all.
initial?
I saw them all separately.
Okay.
I saw them all separately on original runs, and then I saw it with that day for the first Avengers movie. So yeah, so I saw the first ones, twice at least on the first set of films, twice in theaters. The only other movie that I've seen twice outside of that was Black Panther. And yeah, no, other than that, yeah.
I assume you're fully planning to watch Endgame re-release.
Yeah, of course.
Especially since we know there's going to be additional content.
Yeah. So I'll go see. I mean, like my whole, actually, I don't think I saved that. I think I just liked it. They had a whole thing of the movies that are coming out over the summertime, starting with Mortal Kombat 2, and then, working their way down through all the films coming out this summer.
Mortal Kombat 2?
Yeah. I liked Mortal Kombat. I liked the re-release of Mortal Kombat. I enjoyed it. So.
Did you?
Yeah. I saw it at the drive. I went to the drive-in. I saw it was out here. It was that, and I can't remember what else was showing with it. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Did you go by yourself?
Yeah.
Alone at the drive-in?
Yeah.
I'm all alone
at
the drive-in movie.
Yeah, I just went because I was like, you know what, I want to go see this, and like it was a nice night. It wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold, it was good weather. So I went out, watched the movie. I saw it, like I said, it was a double feature, so it was cool.
Did you drink in your car while you were watching it?
No, I grabbed some food. I had some food prior to, and then I grabbed
I feel like if I was gonna do that, like I'd want to have some 40s.
No, I mean, I was cool. I mean, like I think I had. Did I? No, I didn't bring any beer with me that night. But I've brought beer before, but like I was just chilling that night. I went and grabbed some. I think I grabbed some Wendy's, and then grabbed a tub of popcorn during the intermission.
So coming up in the very near future, we're less than 10 days away. Mando Grogu.
Yeah.
Mando Grogu.
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been, there's a part of me that's like, I feel like, do I need to watch the last couple episodes?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Like, do I need to go back and rewatch any of it, all of it? I feel like the thing I am concerned about is that the series didn't feel like it left off where it needed necessarily anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie trailers to date don't feel like it's really establishing.
This looks like, I mean, from everything, it seems like this is the end of their partnership.
But it's not, because there's going to be a movie event where lots of these characters come together. Mando.
Oh, that's fine, but I'm saying as far as them together, it seems like this is a departure for the two. Whereas, yes,
are you saying you're thinking the two of them are going to separate at the end?
Yeah, and then whatever this is will bring them back together again. This is just like off reading random stuff. There's nothing nothing confirmed. It was literally just reading, like coming across random articles and says like, Mandalorian Grogu marks the end of team up or whatever. So it's just like, and like, that's, I mean, they could very well come together later.
So your guess or your prediction right now is that by the end of the film, they'll be separated in some way that will likely help to establish a future need for, or that they're just going to go their own ways, or
like, yeah, well, they're like, I'm thinking that they'll go their own ways.
So not that something happens to one of them, and
yeah, not that drastic. I'm just saying that they end up, going their
Grogu's
separate
not
ways.
old enough to go on his own.
Well, I don't know, or he comes across Jedi or something. I actually, it's weird.
I'm sorry, hold on. Timeline wise, when this all takes place, so please help me understand. We got that thought.
Because I mean, well, no, or like, because the thing was, I remember Luke found him, and he went to go train with Luke for a little
And then
while.
he was
Then
like,
he came
"Bye,
back.
Luke."
So I mean, unless he goes back to Luke,
So you're thinking
or
Grogu's
something.
going to go back to the Jedi, which completely, what does that mean for 7, 8, and 9, which we have already had and seen?
I don't know, bro. Like, honestly, I don't like, that was all.
You don't like think continuity throughout the whole cinematic universe, then, is what you're saying.
I just listen. I don't know what they do. It's just that.
So you read one fanboy online that thinks he knows what he's talking about, and you're like, "Oh, this guy knows what he's talking about, huh?"
No, I didn't even read it. It wasn't even a fanboy thing. It was just like, literally, I was like, what are they gonna do with that? So I mean, like, if they split up, like, where does he go? Does he go back to? Do they actually tell us what planet he's from, and he kind of goes from there? Or
See, you had me for a moment. Like I hadn't thought about it, but I could see the end of the film. Somehow they get separated. Like one of them's in a precarious situation, and that what helps to establish the future film, the team up film, if you will, the Avengers film, if you will, that is probably going to happen in the future. Bringing Ahsoka and others into it.
I'm just saying that
Rey is also slated to have another trilogy. That's supposed to be after episode 9. So Grogu would still be alive, probably. I don't know about Mando though. Grogu, we know his species can live 800 to 1,000 years.
Yeah,
assuming nothing happens to them.
Right.
And Tyrus also says, I feel like Mando and Grogu makes too much money for it to be completely over. I agree. There's no way it is. I just think it doesn't make as much sense for them to let's go do our own things and leave. Like, that doesn't make sense. Mando is too much of a father to Grogu kind of at this point, and Grogu isn't self-sufficient yet. Looking at his species, usually they're not really fully self-sufficient until they're 100, 125.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, again, you look at like a lot of the stuff in this film, he's doing a lot of stuff, kind of almost infiltrating stuff on his own.
Yeah, but that would be like, you taking a 4, 5, 6-year-old toddler and being like, hey, go crawl through this space. Like, it's not, I'm just saying, you had me, and then clearly you're just...
What, he's like 80 years old at this point?
No, he's only like 50.
I thought it was like 80 something.
If I remember correctly, in the first season, it was like 45 years.
Oh no, I thought they said later than that. I thought it was like 80 something.
Let's see.
I could be wrong. I thought it was 80.
Grogu is 50 when he is first discovered by Din Djarin in season 1.
Oh, he's 50? Okay, I thought they said something about 80.
Yes. He was born around 41 BBY. Yeah. So it's okay to be wrong. It's okay.
Before Battle of Yavin?
Yes. Other movies coming out, big movies in the near future. Also coming out same day as Mando Grogu. Mando Grogu. I'm sure you're excited for this one. I Love Boosters,
What is that?
directed by Boots Riley,
Who is that?
starring Kiki Palmer.
I don't know that one.
All right. How about The Breadwinner?
I do want to see that. That looks funny.
So I'm assuming you've seen this trailer. Backrooms.
Yeah, I did see that.
So you know that that's based on a real story, right?
Yeah, it's like this whole, like, people falling asleep and they end up in these back rooms.
No, not falling asleep.
Oh,
So there's this, I think I might have talked about it on here before. There's this YouTube channel that I watch, and this guy does really good content called the Y-Files. And he talks about conspiracy theories in general. And he does deep dives, and it's interesting how he presents it. He kind of talks about the fiction first and presents the story without like destroying it. He just kind of presents a story. And then on the back end, he'll, either say, here's what I found, why this isn't real, here's what I can't disprove, yada, 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 right? So the back rooms there is an episode of the Y-Files based on the back rooms concept. This is a thing where someone or some people have either perpetuated a really good hoax or it's real, where these people found this doorway that led them into this area that it started. The first time I ever heard about it, it was a mall. They found this entrance into a mall that was completely open, but it went on for much further than the size of the building should allow for. And there were weird, creepy things that would happen in there, and they would see people and they'd try to go to get to them and they wouldn't be there. And so this is obviously it's a horror film, and who knows how it's going to go, right? But like, it is based on supposedly actual events. It's never been proven or disproven that it happened. Again, if you're ever interested in really learning about it, there is a really good episode of the Y-Files on it.
yeah. I mean, I've like heard little things about, maybe that's the swirl thing on the hand. But no, like I've heard like, yeah, like doors will move and halls will change and things like that.
Yeah. So, and there's also a lot of games that were based on the concept that are now this movie's playing into as well, where you're dropped into let's say an amusement park or a water park, and you've got to walk around the water park and try and identify what it's supposed to look like normally, and then you kind of resets and you walk through and you're supposed to identify if there's something wrong. And it can just it's more of a heebie-jeebie kind of feel rather than a horror film.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's very interesting.
I did see that.
Coming out in June, you've got, I'm sure you're excited for this one. I really don't care. Masters of the Universe.
Absolutely.
Never was a He-Man fan.
Well, I saw the first one in theaters.
That's fine.
So, like, that's why, I mean, I'm kind of, things I saw years ago and weren't great. The redemptions.
It only took 40 years or so, or just shy of 40 years for it to come back.
Well, I think it helped that Kevin Smith put out the ones on Netflix.
I'm sure because of the mild success that had, it helped the studio think we could do this.
Yeah.
I don't know, looking at it, like I'm a fan of Alison Brie, but I really don't care that she's in this. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't know. I've watched the trailer. I've seen 2 different trailers, and I'm like, yep, don't care. No interest. Now this next one, I'm not gonna go see in the theater, but I do want to watch it when it comes out, like on streaming somewhere. Scary Movie 6.
Yeah.
Just because
the Wayans brothers got it back.
Well, and because they don't care. They're not trying to be PC. They're not worrying about cancel culture. people have already tried to get this film canceled before it even comes out because some of the stuff they've already done in the trailers, and I think it's great. I'm excited. Like, I want to watch it just to see how off the wall it is.
Yeah.
Harris says Courtney Cox and Dolph Lundgren was trash. I honestly don't have high hopes for this. It's nowhere near canon either. Agreed.
Whatever.
Next up,
I don't really remember the canon of He-Man anyways.
Coming out in June, Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg.
I am excited. I do want to see that.
So I have heard that this is a low-key sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
I can see that.
I'm more interested in this because it's kind of like they say art imitates life.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard about how just in the last couple of weeks there was a massive dump of UFO information from the government, and I do think we're getting closer and closer to them finally just being honest with us.
Yeah,
it might be in our lifetime that we'll actually find out that some of the stuff is real and has actually happened that we think has.
Yeah.
I will say this trailer doesn't do a lot for me. It feels more creepy than anything, and
I mean, there's a lot of creepiness to it, but at the same time, like when I saw Emily Blunt, I was like, okay. And I saw Steven Spielberg was directing, I was like, okay. So I was like, oh, with all this, I don't really like. I was like, I'm in. I mean, pretty much I've seen every Spielberg thing anyway, or most of the Spielberg things. I can't say every. I've seen most of Spielberg stuff, but
yeah, I just don't know if I need to see it in a theater.
Yeah, I mean, for me, again,
you will. I know you will because you.
Yeah.
After that, we've got Toy Story 5.
Yeah, this has been. I mean, I'm glad I finally saw the trailer where Woody comes back because I was super confused. Because he left with Bo at the end of 4. And so I was kind of interested to see what this is all about. And when I finally saw the trailer, because I saw like the tablet thing, the Leap Pad, which is like supposed to be kind of like off a Leapfrog, which is a learning tablet. So I kind of I feel like it's kind of appropriate with the change of times where you see a lot more kids on tablets and things like that, and the way they're learning and interacting with each other. It's through these things. So I feel it's very appropriate. And then, the toys trying to figure out kind of where they still fit in.
Yeah. I feel like Toy Story 3 was a good enough ending.
Yeah, I also agree with you. I think Toy Story 3 should have ended it. When they did 4, I was like, okay. And then they did, then I heard they were doing 5 and I was like, come on guys, like seriously. And I was like, all right, I can mess with it. Like I can mess with it for sure.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes on to Disney Plus, I will watch it. I feel like Disney 4 or Toy Story 4 was
overkill.
Well, yeah, it was kind of like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. It was perfect. Like, it's a great way to end that series.
It didn't, yeah.
And 3 Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Because 3 was great because 3 was like 3. They like you had that pass off. Andy gives his toys to Bonnie, and we're done.
Yeah.
A new kid's got the toys.
It was a cycle.
It was exactly. And so it was like, cool. And then they decided they were going to do 4. And I was like, why? And then I saw 4 and I was like, okay. And then now they're doing 5. And so I'm pretty much at the point where I'm like, are you going to do 6 to just give me an even number of movies? Because if you leave me on an odd number, I'm going to be a little pissed off. Yes, I know Indiana Jones gave me an odd number, but it's Indiana Jones. So I give him a pass.
I mean, even with Indiana Jones 5, that was still a disappointing ending too.
True. Yes, but
it was better than Crystal Skull, but not by much.
Yeah. I thought you liked that movie. I thought you said you really liked that one.
Compared to Crystal Skull, yeah.
Oh, compared to Crystal Skull, yeah. But I mean, like a piece of poop
to me
would have been better than Crystal Skull.
Like, that Temple of Doom was my least favorite of the original trilogy.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed Temple of Doom.
Last Crusade, Raiders, Temple of Doom. easily.
Okay.
You can't disagree.
I can't really disagree with it, but like,
So to me, then Crystal Skull came out, and that was
bottom.
straight to the bottom. And the fifth one, it's kind of like it's definitely better than Crystal Skull, but I'm kind of like, is it better than Temple of Doom? I really didn't like Temple of Doom, so is it 3? And I don't know if I want to give it that high.
For me, it would go under Temple of Doom. I really enjoyed Temple of Doom.
Yeah, I still think that the original trilogy is.
There was actually they were talking about this, like, what's the best trilogy? And they were going through all these movies, and I was like, nah. See, in this case, Back to the Future is still the only best trilogy because they're the only one that's a true trilogy.
Let's agree.
Star Wars has a whole total of 9 movies.
Dark Knight trilogy is the best.
See,
the Nolan films are the best trilogy.
See. Here's where my only problem is that the Dark Knight Returns was, while I enjoyed it, was a little disappointing to me.
Yeah, so is Back to the Future 3.
Right, but at the same time, I think Back to the Future 3, in my opinion, I enjoyed that more than I did Dark Knight Dark Knight Returns.
I don't know. I'm a huge Back to the Future guy. I mean, I've got sitting right here my.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying.
DeLorean,
but yeah,
with the Back to the Future 3 setup.
Right.
So don't get me wrong, like.
Right. And so, like, what I'm saying is that for me, I just like, while I agree with you that the Nolan Batman is a great trilogy, I enjoyed the Back to the Future trilogy more.
Okay.
As a complete trilogy.
Coming out in June, end of June, Supergirl 1.
Supergirl 1?
Yes, it's first Supergirl.
Oh. It's just, I mean, sure this is good.
I'm assuming there's going to be multiple.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean,
then again, who knows what the way WB is going these days?
Yeah, well, I mean, actually, wait, did we miss Dune 3? I mean, not that I'm excited for it, but
when does that come?
I thought it came out earlier. I thought it came out early June.
If it does, it's not on this list.
Cool, that doesn't matter then. I am not. I thought that one movie was over after 2. I didn't realize there was a third one.
It's called milking a book.
That's fine. I just was like, the first one, I was kind of like, cool. I wanted to see the second one, but then like I just kind of let it go, and then I heard there was a third one, and I was like, what? So yeah. Anyways, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, no, I plan on seeing Supergirl for sure.
I'll wait for it to come out on HBO Max. Don't care. Not that I'm, against it. It's just I don't really care.
Kind of see Jason Momoa as Lobo on big screen.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I'm kind of interested in. The rest of it, I really don't care, and I really don't care where the WB DC verse is going right now. I am not bought into it.
Yeah.
And that's not me begrudging. Like, truth be told, when it comes to Marvel, I wasn't super into the Marvel universe in the beginning. Like, I watched the films, but I think it was really at Avengers where it was like seeing it all connect and fully, and I think that's where it kind of locked in, and I was hooked from then on.
Okay.
How about Jackass, Best and Last?
What?
The new Jackass film.
Again, like, guys, you are way too old to be doing this crap.
Evidently not.
Apparently not. Yeah. Anyway.
Minions and Monsters.
I've not. I will probably just wait for it to come on streaming. I have not like gone out and seen any of the Despicable Me films. I've not gone out of my way to watch. I think I own Despicable Me, and then I think Minions or something like that. But I did enjoy the Minions film, but it is kind of whatever.
Live action Moana?
No, I like again. Well, okay. I will watch it. I might watch it later. I have no
real want to see this film. I mean, my biggest issue with this film is that A, it's taken way longer than it should have. B, you put it out after there is already an animated sequel. Like, what? You're giving me the first film, live action, but you just put out the sequel to the animated version, and that wasn't even super great, but you've already set that up for a third film. So what?
Yeah. How about this one's probably the biggest film of the summer that is not a part of a major pre-existing IP, the Odyssey.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been excited about that film since I saw the first teaser trailer.
Yeah.
I went to a movie theater and it said next summer, and I said, I'll be there.
Yeah, this is one I definitely want to see in the theater. It's a Nolan film.
My biggest qualm with this film, is that I have not been told yet. It's not been established that this is a multi-movie series. Now,
it has to be.
I really need this movie to be at least 3 films for it to tell the entire story. Because I've seen multiple Odysseys. I think there was I don't know, it's ABC or NBC had a mini series that was, okay. We've had multiple movies based on pieces of the Odyssey, but we have never had the story told completely. And if anybody can tell this damn story, it's Christopher Nolan. And so and I mean, if you saw that lineup of stars, you would think it was going to be big. I think it's going to be big. I'm just
Matt Damon, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Mia Goth, Charlize Theron, Punisher, Robert Pattinson.
Punisher.
I guess I should have just said Sparkly Vampire.
Sparkly Vampire, yeah.
I would tend to agree with you that I think if you try to condense the entire story of the Odyssey into one film,
and I've seen
well done.
Yeah, I've seen movie versions of the Odyssey, and it was just like, and it's like, no, that's garbage.
Yeah, I would agree that it needs to be multiple films. I don't want to put a number to quantify. It really, I think, depends.
That's what I'm saying. At least 3. If it's good, I need good quality storytelling, which Nolan has a very long history of doing. And this story is kind of it goes all over the place. So, and you know what? Also, I don't know if you've listened to it. Have you listened to Epic the Musical?
No.
Check it out. It's actually, so it's not super great, but it's the entire story of the Odyssey told in this musical. And this guy, there's multiple CDs that basically kind of make songs out of pieces of the story, and it's actually all the way through is actually pretty darn good. I ain't gonna lie. And apparently he just started doing the Iliad. And I think that's kind of what brought back, that's one of the things that I think kind of, for me at least, really brought back the Odyssey back into focus. But yeah, I mean, if this is, and he's trying to get money to they've done some animatics and stuff like that for it, which are pretty good. Some artists and things like that. But yeah, no, that's one of the things I was like, yo, that's really cool that they're, kind of putting music to this and kind of telling the story in a different kind of way. And then, I saw this and I was like, absolutely, I'm in. So.
How about an upcoming standalone entry into the Evil Dead franchise with Evil Dead Burn?
I'm good.
Of course, Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
Right.
Don't need to go into that.
Yeah.
Paw Patrol, the Dino movie.
Yeah. I mean, my kid's not even old enough yet, so I'll probably end up watching that at some point streaming, maybe if they're into Paw Patrol.
We haven't really gotten a true trailer on this. We've gotten some images and whatnot. Clayface.
Yeah, I've heard this is kind of like almost a horror film.
Yeah,
which is weird because I mean, Clayface is not. I mean, whatever. But yeah, I haven't seen. I've seen. I think the most is a poster for it.
Well, my question is this a part of the?
Yes.
So it is officially a part of the DC rebooted universe thing.
Yes. This is the Gun universe.
Okay.
Which is weird because I guess all this stuff that he's put out animated, Peacemaker, and all that other stuff that he's done is all actually connected. So apparently that's according to what I heard, and that again was when right when he took over. So I don't know if that's all still
Resident Evil.
I probably will see that. I've actually God, I don't think I've seen the last one. I know I've seen most of the Resident Evils. This is apparently it's like a reboot type situation.
That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like it's a sequel. It sounds like it's kind of a.
So I mean, I'll probably end up seeing it. Actually, it's funny. It's funny that I actually go see it because Resident Evil is not a game that I was like, oh, I gotta play. I don't think I played. Maybe I've watched like a good hour and a half, 2 hour session of somebody playing, but I was also there and we were hanging out, and they were playing. So I was like, whatever. But it's not like I've actively gone and played the game.
I'm sure you're excited for this next one. I'm sure Tyrus is excited for this next one. Legend of Aang, Last Airbender.
Yeah, absolutely. So this movie actually got
Your buddy Dave's voicing in it.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Normally I know what Dave's in, but I missed that.
Yeah,
but no,
Dave Bosco.
but no, they this movie apparently got pirated or got somehow released on the internet, and it's been out there. Apparently it's all taken down now. So kind of one of the guys that I work with says that he has seen it and whatever. But yeah. So I mean, I really enjoyed this whole series. So I'm interested to see what this is about. I thought this was going to be a series. I didn't realize it was going to be a movie.
This next one, I'm only interested in seeing because I think it's going to be so bad that it might be good, and that's Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'm okay. So again, we're in the same age range where we saw the original with the
Raul Julia,
with the legend
Jean-Claude
Van Damme and R.I.P. Raul Julia. That was actually Street Fighter was his last movie before he passed away. Which I you know what, as a kid I really liked Street Fighter. This one I'm interested in. I mean, I got Cody Rhodes as Guile, which he looks absolutely insane, and then Joe, aka Roman Reigns, as Akuma, which is too damn perfect.
Momoa as Blanca.
I didn't really care for that too much. I didn't really care for
Well,
it.
Momoa will just do anything these days as long as people are throwing money at him.
Right. But actually, what I am excited about was that they did take a lot more elements from the game and put it in. Like I saw the car and they're breaking down the car like that bonus round in the game.
Yes, I will agree with you. It does seem that this film is going to be much more true to the game.
Now, I will say because the director of this film is a big Street Fighter fan. That's the reason that I'm interested in. That when I saw this interview thing, that the guy I think he's Japanese. I want to say he's Japanese. He was a big fan of the game. He actually won out from other directors on directing this film. He really wanted to direct it. He like I said, he's a big fan of Street Fighter. So therefore, that's what makes me more excited to see it, was when a fan of a project is actually making said product.
I do want to call out you did miss a couple of major actors from the original, Kylie Minogue and Ming-Na Wen.
Huh? Kylie Minogue was in that film?
Yeah, she was Cammy.
Amy? Holy
Yeah.
smokes, I didn't realize that.
And Ming-Na Wen was Chung Li.
Oh. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, again, I didn't really yeah, dang, that's crazy.
We got Tyrus, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat both look ridiculous. Still gonna watch it, but much rather had Jason Momoa at Akuma. I'm only excited for Andrew Kogi and 50 Cent. I do think 50 Cent cast as Balrog is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine, but I think but the whole thing with Roman Reigns is Akuma,
Sure. How about Cat in the Hat?
Now, again, I've been seeing trailers. This movie just feels like it's taken forever to come out. I don't think I've watched that Michael Myers live action Cat in the Hat all the way through. This Bill Hader I find him hilarious. So, I mean, I might wait for this one, but if I catch it, if it's out of time, I'm not doing anything, and I can slip away to the movies for an hour and a half or whatever. I might just do it.
Untitled thus far, Godzilla film.
What is this, -0? I mean, I know there's -1. I heard recently there's a -0 coming out. Is this like continuing in the Monarch universe that we have set up, or is this a different, or is this
Don't know. There's really not much info about it yet. And considering it comes out this year, you would think there would be a lot more info.
Because the whole thing is that, and again, I need to actually I have a thing that I can get some stuff from Apple Plus, but
it is they're saying it is a direct sequel to the 2023 film.
So the Kong versus Godzilla or whatever?
I don't know. You know who would know is Jimmy.
Yeah, because
Godzilla 2023 was Godzilla -1.
Oh, okay. So then this must be -0, the one that I've seen an article about. I don't know anything about it. I do want to watch -1. I've heard it's amazing. But yeah, I mean, I know that it
was Oscar award winning.
Oh, I didn't realize that one, but yeah, -1 was pretty much. I remember that was a big deal. With Japan taking it back, kind of deal. So this -0, I heard is so if that's, I've heard of it. I didn't know when it came out or whatever. I just did hear about that.
Yeah, Godzilla -0 picks up in 1949, 2 years after Godzilla -1, and continues the story.
Okay.
Next up, I know my wife will be very excited for this one. Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping.
I am actually kind of excited for this film because I have said previously that if they make a film, okay, so I don't know if you remember Snake and Songbird or whatever. That was a prequel film, and that was based on we kind of find about snow, and how the Hunger Games originally was kept real kind of tight, and these guys were basically working towards getting stuff for their people, whatnot. It's kind of like what they did in the later films, but on a more condensed scale. And then you kind of find out why Snow is the way he is. And I said after seeing that film, you know what, if they're going to do this again, I would really like to see Woody Harrelson's character, his games.
Haymitch.
Yeah, I would really like to see those games. And apparently
that's what you're getting.
Is what I'm getting.
Which
really threw me that I saw Jennifer Lawrence and the other dude's name on there. And I was like, huh? On the poster, at least, I saw Jennifer Lawrence's name on there.
I see McKenna Grace, Jesse Plemons, and Ralph Fiennes.
Okay, maybe this is just a pre-limp poster and it has nothing. But I saw her name on
Could
the
also
poster.
be somebody creating crap.
No. This was at the movie theater.
Oh.
Yeah, it was at the movie theater, and I saw her name on there. I was like, that don't make no sense.
Coming up in December, Violent Night 2.
I might actually go see that because I did enjoy Violet Night. I saw it. I wanted to go see it in theaters, and then like I just lost it, and then I happened to catch. No, I didn't catch it. It was on streaming, and so I was like, I was going to bed, and I turned it on, and I was like, I ended up staying up for the whole thing, and it was crazy, and just insane. Like Saint Nick just going berserk. It was a lot of fun, so I was like, I'm down.
Didn't see the first one. Won't see this one. Jumanji Open World.
Oh, we're actually finally getting a sequel.
Yes.
Was this the third, fourth, third?
I don't know. Haven't seen any of them. Won't be seeing this one.
Oh, the Rock, Kevin Hart, Jumanji's, and actually, sorry. Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan have been. I've enjoyed these films. I enjoyed Welcome to the Jungle, Level Up. I will go see this film.
Of course, a week later, Avengers Doomsday.
Oh yeah, there's no need to even discuss it.
And you were just, I guess, completely wrong, or this has been delayed. Releasing on Christmas Day, Dune Part 3.
Oh. Then yeah, whatever I saw was talking about it coming out in like June or whatever, and I thought it was going to come out that time too. But of course they're going to try and push this movie to Christmas Day. I don't know, man. I just thought this movie, like Dune, was cool. Like, and then I know they were stretching it out, but I didn't realize it was going to be 3 films, and so I'm kind of like, at this point.
Yeah. So that's kind of the look ahead for the rest of this year. Obviously, it's new releases and stuff like that, so that's why, like, the re-release of Endgame wasn't on there. You got anything else fun and or exciting?
And that re-released before Endgame. That is like a month before Doomsday.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be coming out in November, early mid-November. So yeah, probably about a month of release before.
Okay.
Maybe 5 weeks.
Cool. Yeah. No, I will just let you know for next week. I will have a beatbox fruit punch as well as
Your third bag of chips
from France.
So
apparently there's a whole lineup of these chips, and I saw a May release, and so I think that's what these are, and then there might be more. So I'm kind of hoping they are.
I've got one last thing. I don't know if you saw, this was just announced quite literally this week, quite literally yesterday.
Quite literally.
Legend Forged in the Brick, LEGO Group announces.
I did see this.
Minas Tirith.
I did see this. Is it? So it's a miniature, but it's.
I wouldn't call it miniature.
So okay. I'm sorry.
It's over 8,000 pieces.
Right. But in size it's small, but the scale of it is massive.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see that. It uses some of the force perspective, and the bottom looks bigger, right? Like compared to the minifigs, still like. But if you were to put a minifig up on the top level, it would look, like a giant, right?
Yeah.
So it's using force perspective, but
look like an orc, if you will.
But this thing is huge, and what you're not seeing in that picture
is the backside,
and I'm wondering if they have any
sides. I remember I ran across that on a sets coming out on a sets coming out thing on Google Google.
Hold on, let's see what they got in the media assets. If there's the inside is very impressive.
There's inside stuff.
Yeah, so that's.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
go. Let's see. Imagery. So that's Minas Tirith from the front.
That's
Straight
the
on.
back. Oh, that's straight on. Okay.
So you can kind of see like Gandalf on
Horseback.
Shadowfax. And he's clearly, like, if you think back to the film, like that gate was probably 5 to maybe 8 to 10 times taller than this is showing. There's the minifigs it comes with. There's that backside. So you have that's the royal hall.
Interesting.
And then also let's see if they show it. The castle gates, they don't show it here. Interesting. The castle gates actually open. Let's see. So there's the box.
That is a big.
Oh yeah, and there it kind of shows them on the towers, but here's inside the gate a scene that you can. Oh, here we go. So that's the inside of the gate.
Okay.
So huge, massive set that they had announced like low key before, but finally, just yesterday they started actually showing off. What is this? Lifestyle. Oh, so these are like images of it in houses. Derp.
I was thinking that's what he sounded like.
So I can only imagine this is a very long but probably fun build.
Oh yeah. This is you throw on the Lord of the Rings and start building this thing.
But I will not be getting it. I'd love to if I was made of money. $650.
Huh?
650.
Yeah, no.
For 8,300 pieces, basically.
Yeah, I know. And actually, so I mean, man, Lego's so expensive.
Still waiting, by the way, for
I know you're still
Disneyland
waiting.
Main Street.
Yeah.
Which is supposedly supposed to come out on June 1st.
Well, and it's only May 13th, so
Disney or Lego has been known to sometimes wait till the last minute, but I don't know.
I'm surprised they haven't even started pre-sales for that thing
because I'm sure there's a lot of people there.
Tyra says, I don't have the patience to complete a Lego set of this caliber. Would you guys take on this challenge? I would if somebody bought it for me.
Yeah, if somebody was like, hey,
if you want it, if you want that set, I will happily build it for you and
then get it. Yeah, absolutely.
Because for me, don't get me wrong, I love having my Legos and whatever, but for me, it's more about the build than it is just having to sit around.
Yeah, even when I was a kid, I played with them, but that was, it wasn't like super. It was like more just the build and having it set up and stuff.
I feel like that's what somebody needs to come out with is like a Lego rental system.
You build it, break it down,
and then ship it to the next person.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's kind of like Netflix back when it was disc based.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah, do the Netflix of Lego.
Yeah, you just you put it back in the box, but you put it inside another box to ship it.
And it's you can get 1, 2, or 3 sets at a time, and you can cycle them out, and
once
you
you're done,
pay a monthly subscription based on how many sets you want.
And once you're done with that set, you send you build it, you keep it for a couple weeks, take some pictures, break it down, put it back in the box. I could see that could be interesting.
I'd do it. I mean, honestly, like there are so many sets.
Some of these sets that I definitely know I couldn't. I mean, I can afford, but I don't. It's not really budget friendly.
Yeah, I can afford any of these sets. It's just I'm not going to. It would not be fiscally wise.
Yeah, right.
And nobody. I
that
mean,
makes
there are people out there that will buy sets that have already been like opened and everything.
You know,
but-
there's also the ones that are like the people that end up getting these sets to, and I'm like, yo, how do I become one of those people?
You've got to be a content peddler on,
Just on the gram or wherever, TikTok,
and have, thousands of viewers.
good
And
amount of followers. Yeah.
but you also got to be making videos of you building those sets. And
Yeah.
then you've got to do review videos. And
I mean, maybe at this point, maybe we'll be an old guy. Old guy Lego.
you are getting pretty old, my friend.
I am. So,
All right. You got anything else?
nope. What the heck? This box will close. There we go. Nope. I got some. Got some cleaning to do. Yuck. Yeah.